Hey guys, and welcome. So today we are doing the creation of a 12 bar blues in A in GarageBand. It's the same pattern that we used in Everyday I Have the Blues, so we should all be somewhat familiar with it. So when you open the proforma that you've been sent, it should look like this, and if you click on the notes section up here, that'll show you the instructions to walk step by step through how to make this 12 bar blues. But I'm going to close it so it doesn't get in my way here. So our first step is to make the drum part by selecting a simple rock part, then adding swing to 66%. Let me show you what that means. So I've already added a drum part in here by having a drummer, and I've dragged it out so it's 12 bars long. Let's have a listen to it. Alright, just a basic part here. However, we need a shuffle feel because this is a blues. So to create the shuffle feel, over here on the far right hand side of my drumming options is this one called swing. And if I grab that and drag that around to around 60%, it's going to create the triplet feel of a dun 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 that we need for the blues. Have a listen. So now we have that shuffle feel. That's step one. I want you to pause now and choose your drum part and add the swing feel to around 66%. Do that now. Okay guys, so you should have created your drum part, and now we're going to move on to how to create the piano part here. So with our piano part, what we're going to do, rather than playing the whole thing through because we're not all pianists, is we're going to play a simple shuffle feel using these notes of E, A, and F sharp. And we're only going to do that much in time with the drums, and then we're going to copy and paste the rest. And I'll show you how that's going to work here. So I'll record that part first. Here's my notes. And I hit spacebar and stop, and that's it. Now I'm going to copy that. Now I'm going to paste it all these times through here. Now, in our 12 bar blues, we have a pattern where we go the first 4 bars, there they are there, on A, but then we move to the D chord. But I've only recorded this pattern in A so far, so to make my D chord section, I select the third little section there, and as I've clicked on that, down here, we've got these options have appeared here. I've got transpose. Now, if we look at our keyboard, to move from A to D, it's moving from here, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 semitones apart. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So to move it up a fourth, or moving from A to D, I drag that up so it says 5, and have a listen to what's happened. It shifts the part up. We can now hear that that's in a higher pitch range. Right? Because I haven't changed this one, it goes back to A where it says 0 there. Now my 5th section, that's bars 9 and 10 of my 12 bar blues, see there, 9 and 10, that needs to move up to E. So there's A, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 semitones higher. So I grab transpose, drag it up 7, and now have a listen to that section there. Now that chord is on an E chord, and then it goes back to my A again. So to recap what I've just done there, I created my 2 bar little pattern with the shuffle feel along with the drums. I copy and pasted it 5 more times to create 12 bars because it's 2 bars per section. I selected the 3rd pattern, moved it up 5 semitones, and the 5th pattern and moved it up 7. So I'm going to pause, please do that now. Okay guys, so now we are going to move on and add our bass line. We've got our shuffle drums and our shuffle keyboard part. Now for my bass line, I'm going to use the following notes: A, C sharp, E, C sharp, and I'm going to go up and down in that pattern. But I'm going to click on the keyboard here to make it lower. That's as much as I'm going to play, and I'm going to use the same copy and paste process I did for the keyboard and transposing to move that into the correct chord. So here we go. I'm going to record the first one. Here we go. And that's as much as I'm going to do. So now I copy that, paste. Now, just like I did with the other one, I select the 3rd one and I transpose that up 5 semitones, so it goes up from starting on an A, starting on a D, A, B, C, D. Now I select my fifth one, and I need that to go up 7 semitones, so it now starts on an E instead of an A, and I should have the parts matching together like this. Brilliant. So go through and do that now. Okay guys, so let's check our note section here. So far we have used the drum part and set it to 66% with swing to make the shuffle. We've added the keyboard part using the notes in a 2-bar pattern, and then we've copy and paste it so it repeats it 12 times. So it repeats the pattern 12 times. Then we have transpose the parts, the third section up 5 semitones and the fifth section up 7. We've created a walking bass line using this pattern here, and we've transposed it just like we did with the keyboard. So our final step is to add the guitar chord part. Now we're going to do that using the following notes: G, A and C sharp. But I'm going to click up here. Notice on this keyboard here when I move it up or down, that changes the pitch range I play in. So I'm going to move that into somewhere like here. I'm going to move it higher, so not that high, here. Alright, so I'm only going to do a 2-bar pattern. You don't have to use this exact rhythm, but it's a pretty common one for blues, so it would work fine, or something similar. So have a listen. I'm only going to record it for the 2 bars, and I'm going to use my transpose system just like I did for the keyboard and the bass. So here I'll record my 2 bars. Okay, so now I copy that. Copy, by the way, is Command and C, and then paste is Command and V. So pasting. Okay, I've pasted that across. Now I'm going to select my third one, and you guessed it, I'm going to transpose it up 5 semitones. I'm going to select my fifth one and transpose it up 7 semitones. And the end result, I should have some layers that sound like this. Okay guys, so let's recap. Right, when you open up your Proforma, you will have the instructions available to you by clicking on the notes section there, and there they are. To get more detail on them, that's what the video is for, so if you need to go back and review any sections and pause after it to make changes, do that. Otherwise, I look forward to seeing what you guys come up with. Remember just to work together if necessary, and enjoy creating a 12-bar blues. Alright, bye.